Hello and welcome back to Bute Road and video number 4. In this video we're going to lay the outer platform 1 really I suppose. The method I use is 18mm MDF. It's very heavy, but as this is a home layout it's not going anywhere, it's not really going to matter that much. I have moved layouts around with that on before and not too bad once it's cut down a bit. So let's show you where we're at to begin with, because I've taken some measurements that are going to be quite important. Let's have a look at that. So what I've done, those that saw video 3, you'll remember I used the plastic trunking to mark out roughly where the platform was going to go. And what I've done now is to take some measurements. So from the corner I've come out 2 foot and down square, and that edging there is at 10.5 inches. Coming down there 2 foot and across, and that measurement to there is 7.5 inches. Taking a 2 foot by 2 foot diagonal across, and from that corner we're at 22.5 inches. So we end up with 6 inches here, going around, finishing with about 3 inches up here. That gives me roughly a 36-inch radius. It actually opens out on this part here to nearly 40, but it gives me a good radius to start with. And I've just been up to the Timber Merchants. I've got a 6 foot by 2 foot sheet of MDF, 18mm, and they very kindly cut a bit off. So I've ended up with 56 inches, which will be the piece I need to go in the corner. Let's have a look at that next. Okay, so taking the measurements we just had, I've put in some little pins. I use the little Pico fine wire pins, but I mean you can use anything really that is suitable for yourself. That one's bent over a little bit, but yeah, I've put in the fine wire Pico pins, and that one is not going to stay there. I'm going to have to redo that in a second, but basically I've marked it around it there. And now what I'm going to do, just try the track around again, put the track setter in it again just to make sure that we are within the radius that we're looking for. And we can see from there we're well within the 3 foot radius that we're looking for. And as I say, this part here, it opens out a bit. So what will happen at the end here is that the Pico platform ramps will come down at the end of here, and where the ramp comes down there, the platform will slope down, and that would leave me room there for the signal, starter signal for that platform. At the far end we've got the same thing going to happen around there. So we'll have a platform ramp coming down at the end of there. No need for a signal at this end, but it keeps it within that board. And I may just put another little piece in there just to extend the platform 1 inch or 2, but I really can't see the point at the moment. And then the station building will go on there. It's not going to be for mainline trains, it's only for branch stuff if there's any passenger at all. So the next job now is to cut the MDF. So I'll get my jigsaw, we'll cut around this line here, and once we've done that, this piece will come out the way, and then this area here will move back about 4 inches once I've laid the 2 tracks here to give me then the island platform through the centre. I'll explain that again shortly. Okay, let's do it. Right, so there we go. Platform 1 is now cut to shape, and what I use is the Pico platform edging. It comes in 3 different types. This one, which is the concrete effect with the ribs, and they do 2, one with a stone and one with a brick paper. I should probably use the one with the stone paper, but I don't actually use the stone paper. I put a plastic card infill in. But what happens is On the back of here, as you can see, you've got the bits that attach to the Pico platform edging, and what I do is I shave all that off, so I've got a fairly flat surface. That goes then up against the platform there, and that is my platform edging, the right height and a nice neat finish. If there are any gaps, then I can always fill them in with a little bit of Deluxe Materials plastic filler, and then when I paint the platform, that'll all look nice and neat. And then the end piece, of course, the end ramp will go on there, and I can use an ordinary bit of plastic card for the top, or I can use the Pico one. Stay there. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I can use the Pico edging or whatever. Oh, it's not going to, is it? Put the camera down. Right, there we go. So yeah, that goes like that, and that's the end of the platform. So the end of the platform will go there, and that'll leave me room then for the signal to go in, and maybe a little box or a signal cabin or something going over the clip there. We can work that out later on. So that's it for today. I've got to go out and buy some more Pico edging now, because I need the one to go all around here, and as I say, I don't want the ribbed one to go on this side, so I shall buy the other sort. And then the same at this end, as I say, we'll slope it on down and bring that down there so it finishes nice and neat. I might put another little wooden insert in here to actually bring that right up to the rail joint there, but that's something I can worry about later on. So there we go, that's part one of the platform, and there's one other bit to show you, just bear with me. Right, there we go. So this is the piece now that I've cut out from the main part, and as you see, because the cut works parallel, once I've laid the two lines through the station, I can fit this board in position up to the line that's on this side in here, and I've roughly got the 4.5 inch gap all the way around, nice and neat, so that everything will flow, and I've got a nice neat platform. Then this one gets cut off sort of about 4 inches wide, 5 inches wide, to form the island platform around here. So that's how it all should work. We'll have a look now when we come back to do the next video. Thanks again for watching. Thanks now. Bye.